I flip the switch from 0 to 90.
In East Rutherford, New Jersey. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd and 2. Now a handoff. Sermon. And some room to roam now. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 42 yards for him already. An excellent drive to kick off this divisional round matchup. That might be an understatement. Sermon now on 1st and 10. Fighting him off. Again, he finds an opening. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Trey Sermon, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. 39 yards there, a big one.
I don't think we'll ever get enough of watching one-handed catches, and when they pay off, they are spectacular. But how about the times they don't pay off and coaches go, two hands still works.
I know, but they go for them so often now that I'm almost starting to take them for granted.
Yeah, that's unbelievable, isn't it? Because these are sensational type plays.
Especially that one with the defender right there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. This will be swung out wide for Taylor. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another good completion on the drive as the Giants have a first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On second down, Dillon. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll look to run with Taylor. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
They'll look to run with Dillon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal. They'll try and run. Taylor, and he will take it on in. One away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Wilson. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. On the handoff, Sermon. Sermon with space, a 1st down and then some. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Now a run with Sermon. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the 1st down." They love being physical.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to third down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And they'll try and run for the first with Sermon. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. 3 yards on first, 4 on second, and now 5 on third down. Move the sticks. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Sermon. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. This is Sermon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on 3rd. Now it's Sermon. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They run. Here's Sermon. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up 1st downs.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll find his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running backs. They'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. And they'll run with Sermon. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They'll try to run this one in, and he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Trey Sermon as the first half is winding down, and the Vikings have taken the lead. Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they really won't have much time to work with, just 19 seconds showing on the clock. Lawrence's throw into the hands of Lockett. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down. They go play action with Lawrence. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And, Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They go play action now. Lawrence. He lets it fly for Lockett. A leap, and he's got it. He got it. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Taylor. He's got the first down inside the 10. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
and he takes it into the end zone for a giant TD. Jonathan Taylor, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Giants are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that will tie our game here in the third. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Taking it about the 1. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective, because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. They run once more with Sermon. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. On 3rd down, here's Sermon. And he's stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
They'll run for it. Sermon. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll try the left side with Taylor. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And his throw is going to be incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll dump this off to Taylor, complete. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 17 yards and a giant first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On first down, Taylor, and he'll get
considering the blitz that they just had against him.
Now a second down and 6. They run once more with Taylor. The ball is free. Taylor lost it. And this belongs to the Vikings. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of the football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Dillon. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Andy Janovich. Fine work there on the touchdown run. And the Giants on just 2 plays have taken the lead. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And this is a unit that needs to get in gear if they want to play for a conference championship next weekend. Down 7 here in the 4th, and a very critical drive upcoming. 144 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Sermon. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now a handoff. Sermon. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. There's Wilson to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on 3rd down, forcing the errant pass. 4th down coming up.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Giants are going to get the football back. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. That's the tight end, Hurst, with it. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
We'll put that one in the win column for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays, but they did in a big way there. Possibly
a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now Lawrence. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. Touchdown, Giants. Devontae Smith, 69 yards. And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that challenge, a successful one. 1st and 10, Taylor now. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock. Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. Steps away to his left. Now he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage. I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And he's going to have a 1st down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down. Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. The give to Taylor. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. 2nd down at 5. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts. Really home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a give to Taylor. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. And they take a knee.
Here we go. 18 Gator.
They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.